So welcome back. It's Dave from Good Cast Mate, and we've got a new series coming. We've got a cheap tinnie, well the cheapest tinnie I could possibly find on Facebook Marketplace, and we've bought it for a whopping $200. So in this series we're going to be putting this boat back together and restoring it back to its former glory. This is a gorgeous 4.1 metre Stesco. I believe it's a late 90s tinnie. It's in immaculate condition. The alley, it's going to need a salty captain wash, get rid of some of the corrosion marks. But as you can see, she needs a little bit of work. There's a lot. It's got this old manky cover. It's just full of rubbish. So yeah, in this series we're going to be restoring the floor and the carpet. We're going to be throwing a little bit of 12 volt into it, neaten it up, and motor, and get this up and running. More than likely sell it, because I do have another boat in the background there. So yeah, stay tuned and get ready for the 5-part series. So let's start by getting this thing unhooked and get it set up in the driveway, ready to start cleaning her out. So in today's episode we're actually going to be more or less just going through what it is, getting rid of all the rubbish, cleaning up all the loose stuff, and we've actually got some Salty Captain boat cleaner or aluminium restorer. I've actually never used it, so not only is it going to be a test for me, but it's also going to be a review for them. So stay tuned and we'll get into it. So let's get straight into this. First things first, get rid of this manky cover. Now that cover's off, look at this. So much useful crap. Bloody water in it, leaves. Wow. Oh, start the cleanup process, eh? First things first, let's get rid of all this crap. Unnecessary crap. You can literally see as I stand here, the floor is just full of rot. Wow. The spare will come in handy, that's for sure. Wow. I'm literally going through the floor. Oh. Not a bad tank. I think these are about 89 bucks at BCF. That's sick. Get rid of that. What are we going to do with these seats? Oh well. Come on board for a second. As you can see, I let the dogs out here. Now I'm going through the floor. Seems to have a little hatch. Yep, it's full of leaves. Let's look under the floor, see what's happening down there. Gross. Alright, so today's episode, let's give her a clean. Give her a bath, rinse her all out, and get her back. Oh, looking nice. Get rid of this haggard whiteboard because this is definitely not doing anything, any favours. Gone. Don't need that anymore. So now we've got rid of all this crap out of the boat. I think it's time to give it a wash and try and get rid of these corrosion marks and give it a bit more of a shine. Get the gurney out, the hose, and give it a good spray. So what we're going to use to clean up this boat, we've gone with a Salty Captain aluminium restoration kit. So I've just picked this up from my local Anaconda for, I believe it was $54. So I've never used this because most of my boats have been painted. This is the first raw aluminium boat I've actually run with. So we're going to see not only if it works, but also give it a review. See how good it works, because as you can see on the side of the tinnie at the moment, there's a few corrosion marks. So this should bring it back to life. Got a little photo there of what it can and can't do. So let's get to it, see what happens. So first thing first, let's give this a clean. So I've just gone ahead and ripped the floor out because every time I walked in there I kept falling through it. As you can see, damn, that come out in one section. This one definitely did not. Oh well, help clean it out at least. Now back to the time lapse of me cleaning it. So now that's had a good gurney and a good clean out, as you can see. Now it'll be time for us to hit it with the Salty Captain aluminium restoration kit. So we'll see what happens. Oh, upside to the rubbish in the boat was free bucket. Oh yeah. At least I'll be able to wash it now. So let's get started. What's in the box? So we've got our Salty Captain aluminium cleaner. Right edge as well, pretty much. Comes with a nice little brush. Probably going to end up cleaning my rims with this. And then we have the neutralizer wash. So this goes on after. So all I can say is read what's on the box. Should be right, that's for sure. So I've got our bucket of water. And let's figure this out. Add 1 part to 7 parts. So let's go about 2 litres of water. 1 to 7. This is like my 2-stroke ratio. Rough. That seems about right. Always running 2-stroke boats, you kind of know your ratios pretty well after a while, especially when you're topping up your fuel oil. So let's get you positioned in a way you can see this work. Sorry. Probably closer. Alright, we've got a nice little clean area here. So it does state, for it to take effect, you got to leave it for 2 to 3 minutes. Let's see how it goes. It does recommend using gloves, but in this case, I'm just sending it. We'll let that take effect and then we'll give it a quick clean, see what happens. I'll do a half and half on the back, so we can see what the difference is going to look like. So already we're starting to see some results. We've got a lot more shine in the bottom of this, so see how long it takes. Recommends waiting 2 to 3 minutes before you wash it off, and then you've got to hit it with the neutralizer. But what I'll do is I'll wash down this side, do the rest of the boat, wash that all down, and then I'll film the neutralizer taking effect. So now we're going to hit it with the neutralizer, aka pretty much the cleaner, but it neutralizes the chemical reaction in the alley respirator. So we'll see how that goes. personally, it looks a little shinier. More or less, the inside looks way better. Definitely doesn't get rid of like the little corrosion marks. Maybe my mix wasn't good enough. This side's come up real clean. Yeah, I don't know. Look, the tinny does look a lot better from this morning to now. So that pretty much wraps up episode 1. Honest review on this. It's pretty much the same as the Albright cleaner. Like, it does have a bit of a shine to it now. Definitely a lot cleaner than what it was before, as you can see. A lot cleaner. Definitely didn't get rid of the little white spots. I was kind of hoping it would. Right. Beggars can't be choosers, to be fair. Honest review, it's probably worth it. Like, I'm gonna do another review where I use it on my aluminium ute canopy. See if that brings it back to life, because it's a bit dirty from job sites, as you all know. Yeah, honest review, not too bad. Probably worth the 50 bucks I paid for it. We'll see if anything happens overnight anyway. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up episode 1 on the tinny series. Cleaned it out, got it nice and neat. Gave it a proper wash, so that's a good thing. So next episode we'll be pulling out the rest of the decks, the rest of the seats. Probably come with me to Bunnings. We'll go get the plywood we need. We'll go get the marine carpet and the glue, and I'll show you the process that I've done on my other boat. Actually, if you come for a walk, I'll give you a rundown. So I recently did all the carpet in this boat, redid the floor, same thing. This is another boat I've been building, but just for myself. This was another marketplace find. Cheap as chips. I got this one for 1700. As you can see, mate, I'm a whiz with the carpet. So stay tuned to next episode. I'll see you then.